it was a time where I realized, when in crisis, right, Nepalese people can come together so amazingly. Okay? Right now, we just got someone got into the jail because they did a movie review. For me, it is like, a really, it's funny to see the world, things dangerous to come, to see behind walls, draw closer, to find each other, and to feel. That is the purpose of life.
So Robin, the next thing that I want to talk to you about is your तिम्रो सबभन्दा पहिला त let's talk about तिम्रो masters को तिम्रो like education जुन तिमीले मिडियामा
Okay.
हैन that's the story in itself.
Yeah, itself. Because see, I studied in Rato Bangla. Okay, I'll tell you a story. Okay, I studied in Rato Bangla, and Rato Bangla is a space that is like one of the very one of the best high school in our country right now in A levels. So त्यो एजुकेसनमा या त्यो इन्भाइरोमेन्टमा when I grew up, I understood that you have to choose what you have to choose because it's going to reflect in many years. Okay? And I chose to go to China instead of US because I understood by that point that if I am being honest with my company that I'm running, I need to go to China.
You did economics.
Yeah, I did economics. So I wanted to do economics because that is something I feel I need to understand. I know that was something that attracted me. So I did it. I did my economics in economics in international trade and everything. So I graduated from there and I came back and 9 months.
Then you went to
So during that process of me trying to become an economist or everything, I realized that there's something that in me is there, an artistic person, right? Like that person that wants to express certain creative things towards the world and see that how well I communicate, and there's so many things I feel, there's so many stories.
And you
that
came
I wanna
back,
share.
you stayed for 9 months?
Yeah, I stayed for 9 months. भुइँचालो आयो हैन 1-2 महिना हुन्छ नि, you go around, you helped, so did a lot of stuff के हैन. We had my शिशिर मेरो साथी छ, he came from Bangalore, my brother, me, we went all the way to Dolakha, distributed a lot of things. So we did a lot of thing. It was a time where I realized, when in crisis, right, Nepalese people can come together so amazingly. Okay?
So true.
They have such a power. Okay?
And then to India gayo?
Then I went to India because I wanted to study filmmaking and all. So I went to do MBA in Media and Entertainment in Whistling Woods International. It's like it's a college in Mumbai.
Prestigious.
Yeah, it's like one of the top 10 colleges around the world. For the kind of facilities they have over there.
Anupam Kherko.
Subhash
Ghai ko.
Subhash Ghai college, and it's run by her daughter and son-in-law, and they are amazing people. Meghna Puriral sir. These are the people who are doers, and I was spending time with them. They are inspiring us. All the people who come teach us are people who are in the industry doing the big stuff. So we used to have this master class. अहिले चाहिँ मलाई कस्तो लागिरहेको छ नि, म मास्टर क्लासको इन्टरभ्यूमा छु जस्तो लागिरहेको छ क्या. हजुर, सो वी युज्ड टु ह्याभ this thing called master class every Wednesday in that college. And what they would do is that they would bring an expert from an industry doing maybe lighting, doing maybe cinematography, doing maybe acting, or doing anything that is relevant in the media. And they would bring it and they would discuss the challenges, the opportunities, what are the approaches we need to take after we graduate. So they are kind of mentally preparing us what will happen. You understand? And that is something that a lot of colleges lacks in Nepal right now. I know. And so I think that is something they could learn or they could implement. It's because I think it will really help them for students to have a perspective of what is about to come after they graduate. Because most of them, they are in a bubble. They are in Kabir Singh.
True. Ani, you also run a multimedia company, production company.
Yeah, I run a film production company right now in Kerala. So so once we were in Whistling Woods in 1 year, we formed a team. We did a project called the Gentleman's Project, which was in world first men crowd-funded movie for women. you know, we wanted to promote gentleman, like how a gentleman has to be.
Nice.
So yeah,
त्यसैको अन्डरमा चाहिँ अहिले तिमीले केरलामा चाहिँ you guys are making a movie.
I know. So we did that, and then later on we started a company called WTF.
WTF?
So there are
WTF
three
from
partners from Kerala. What's this film?
What's this film?
Yeah. So yeah, people whoever is crashing the other way. Yeah, that was our trick.
So अहिले मुभीको नाम के हो?
So the movie that we are making, after 2 years of struggle and everything, trying to find investors and everything, we finally found. So it's called Kokachi. So it's a regional based movie in Malayalam, which is in Kerala, right? So it's a regional based movie that we are making, but we are trying to bring a lot of change even in that industry.
So अनि तिमीले चाहिँ कुन डिपार्टमेन्ट हेरेर आएको छौ त्यसमा?
So I am like kind of a basic language ma bhanदाखेरि project manager, okay? Like I have to look at
Production manager.
Project manager, executive producer.
Okay.
So that's a like, you know, official term, but you can see it as a production head as well. So
नेपालको एउटा केटाले केरलामा चाहिँ एउटा त्यहाँको रिजनल मुभी बनाइरहेको छ नि त?
हैन एकदमै यार. So the people I'm making with, they are very close to me. They are my school, like college ko मेरो MBA ko साथीहरु हैन. So they have been with me. We've been running this social media company in Mumbai for last 2 years, 3 years, and we built that. But our core reason of why we went to that college was to make a movie. Okay, we always wanted to do that, and these people, I found them, and I found a perfect team to actually execute it. Okay.
अनि मलाई तिमीले अस्ति भनेको कुरा के पनि याद थियो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ how you are breaking the stereotypes के जुन चाहिँ हुन्छ नि नेपाली प्रतिको. Would you like to talk about it? Because you are actually breaking it नि त.
And see, the way I see is that it is natural, हैन. अब नेपालीहरुले इन्डियामा गएर जे गरिराछ नि, most of the people, हैन, and I don't blame them. Okay, everybody has their own story.
हैन कस्तो हुन्छ नि एउटा पोइन्टमा गइसकेपछि चाहिँ त्यो मेजोरिटी बिलिफ त्यस्तो सिस्टम भइदिन्छ and then one guy goes and breaks it.
त्यही त के अब हैन how people see Pakistan, or how people see Afghanistan, or how people see Iran, or how people see Nepal is different in different places. Okay, everybody have different experiences, everybody see it in a very different, but most common stereotype, yeah, there are common stereotype, people usually see it and make that kind of judgment, हैन. तर I think that is, for me, it is stupid. Because
and you are breaking it, and you are actually going against of it.
So yeah, that's the thing. They get surprised. They get surprised to know, okay, नेपाली पनि यहाँ पुगिसक्यो, यसले यो गरिरहेछ भन्ने कुरा, हैन. उनीहरुलाई अब अचम्म लाग्छ के, हैन. And so I'm happy. हैन दामी भन्दा पनि I feel kind of funny के. I think the only thing I could do with all this thing, whatever is happening, is just smile and do.
Exactly. Like, because हामी कुराहरु हुन्छ नि त, हामी we are a global citizen नि त. हामीले हाम्रोलाई आफुलाई यो संसारको भनिसक्यो भने.
एकदम.
तर again we are Nepali.
एकदम. I see, the thing is that you know your roots, but you also know the place that roots are, okay? These roots are in the earth, and we should care about everybody, okay?
So when is the movie releasing?
So we are going on, we are right now in pre-production, and we are finalizing like everything in terms of, you know, actors. We are trying to get a big celebrity actor so that our PR of the movie, branding of the movie is done well, right? So we are signing off her soon. So once that is done, then we go in production in August. So we go for like 40 days of shoot with like more than 150 people in the set for 40 days. Kerala, we have a certain location. So we are all preparing for that. Storyboard is being done. So a lot of things that are, you know, elements of making a movie, right? Exactly. How people they see in the cinema, and what are the processes. It's very different. Okay?
So you कहिलेसम्म रिलिज हुन्छ होला?
यो चाहिँ अब हाम्रो त्यसपछि पोस्ट प्रोडक्सनमा जान्छ. So by December, January, that is our tentative time of when we want to release it.
Exactly. Only what I'm more excited with is with your movie is because तिमी त नेपालमै तिम्रो मेजर स्टेसन त नेपालै हो नि त हैन. You come and go तर नेपाल बस्दा फेरि बसि नै रह हुन्छ. मलाई चाहिँ
my family is here.
Your family is here, हैन. And your business is here.
Yeah, my brother is here.
Your brother is here. अनि मलाई चाहिँ कस्तो कुरामा
my friend is here.
Your friend is here. कस्तो कुरामा चाहिँ एक्साइटमेन्ट लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ ल ब्रो गयो सिकेर आउनेवाला छ
एकदमै
हैन. नेपालमा आएर चाहिँ ल केही न केही चाहिँ खतरा एक्जिक्युट चाहिँ
अनि त्यही त के अब चाइना गएर I went China, I came back, I learned something over there.
And you implemented something.
Yeah, I learned about branding and I implemented, and it somehow we are right now the #1 music store in Nepal. I know we are the #1 guitar brand in Nepal. So there are a lot of things that we have already achieved, okay? And now we want to go next level, and we always like that is always my thrive. And more than me is my brother, who is Anup, right? You know him. So he's he's just so passionate about music that the kind of dedication he has towards what he wants to create in the community that he works with is amazing, and the level of connection he can build, you know. So I genuinely feel that whoever I have around me, right, are very amazing people, and I love them. Yes, yes. Of course, you do not want to waste your time on things that are not important.
Is it to have a friend and a brother? Every मान्छेमा के because I see you guys as a friend के
of course
दाइ भाइ भन्दा
so it's not us, it's our dad as well. So me, my dad, my brother, we are like friends. We are like brothers. We just know what is important, what needs to be done, you know, priorities, and we understand what important for us is what we are doing.
True. So यो इयरको डिसेम्बर या 2020 को ज्यानसम्म चाहिँ मुभिजहरू हामीले हेर्न पाउने सम्भावना आइछ.
Sambhavana, oh yeah. So what we are trying to do is that we are trying to, so it's going to be in Malayalam, right? So we are trying to dub it in Tamil, Hindi, and
English,
everything. So if I don't know,
subtitle हुन्छ होला नि त.
yeah, if QFX, yeah, there'll be subtitles. So if QFX is ready to put on in their show, I don't mind.
We can brand it like नेपालीले बनाएको भनेर.
I don't mind. See, because I feel what we are trying to do, no, genuinely is, see, Nepal
I think we can brand in Nepalमा.
Yeah, we can easily brand in Nepal, no? And we have genuinely thought about it, okay?
Nice, man.
So
let me know if I can be any help on that.
For sure. For me right now, what I'm looking, and genuinely the help I'm looking, if anybody is listening, please let me know that I need some how to say, you know, this distributor in Nepal. So anybody,
I think I can help you to connect with someone.
Yes, please do, man. So if you can get me a distributor who can distribute the movie in Nepal, why not? I can,
exactly.
I can for sure. And because it's the movie which is very universal, the topic is very universal. Might be in different language, but it's a very universal topic.
Definitely, language will not be a barrier.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I'm excited for that.
Thank you so much, man. I am also excited because I'm going back in a few days.
Excited हुनु पर्यो हैन. The pumped हुनु पर्यो.
There's a lot of things to do पनि के. But you know,
of course,
because you're not creating a movie, okay? You're creating multiple companies at the same time, okay? You're doing merchandising, you're doing marketing, you're doing, you know, a client management, you're doing artist management, you're doing production, lighting management. So you're trying to, it's like mess, के? अब 5 जनालाई सँगै राखेर के गर्न खोज्दाखेरि कति गाह्रो हुन्छ भने 100 जना 150 जनालाई एउटा ठाउँमा, knowing that they have to act in a like a theater, proper way. They need to know what they are doing.
Exactly.
They need to know where they have to be.
अनि यो काम गर्न थालिसकेपछि चाहिँ रियलाइज भएको छ one of the hardest thing to do in life is to actually make someone do something.
Yeah, so but that's what we have done, okay? What we have done is that so in our movie, right, what the kind of movie that we are making in Kerala is like we have worked with people who are also hustlers, people who are friends, you know, like people who are actually in the scene, they are struggling. We are giving opportunity to them because we want to work with them in long term. We see that me trying to work with a big guy right now is not, it might help me, but it's not a long term goal. My goal is to find a guy and, you know, work with him, build something together. So because making a movie is not an easy task. It's not like one man job. It's like everybody's job. Even my friend like Ashwin, who's the writer, who's the director of the movie, right? He have written everything and everything else. They have so much of responsibility on all the, like a cinematographer.
So how do you balance, because you did your economic, हैन? त्यसपछि चाहिँ के अरे फिल्म इन्डस्ट्रीमा चाहिँ you did your MBA, हैन? अनि त्यसपछि चाहिँ you are making a film, you are into branding. How do you balance these different rules, के bro?
See, I think
because I know the fact कि तिम्रो एक्जिस्टिङ बिजनेसमा कतिपय स्ट्राटेजिक लेभलमा यु आर इन्टु इट नि त.
I have to be.
नयाँ आइडियाज लिएर आउनुदेखि लिएर नयाँ
brand strategies I have to do.
So your different rules are.
See, I think it depends on the kind of people you surround yourself. You can't do anything alone, right? I have an amazing brother, I have an amazing dad, I have an amazing partners, I have amazing friends around me, which give me a responsibility to have that space, okay? Whenever I need to do whatever I want, so it's actually a fight of what you want to do, हैन? अब छोरा इकोनोमिक्स पढेर आयो, MBA गर्न जान्छु भन्छ, मिडियामा मुभी बनाउँछु भन्छ, हैन? अब नर्मल फ्यामिलीमा त इट इज लाइक अ भेरी भेजा हुन्छ नि त्यो आमा बुवाहरूले त अब बट my parents, they are understanding. I am able to communicate with them. Okay?
And you are actually bringing back values. Okay?
Ekdamai. So there is something that they know that I have created, over the period of time, me and my brother. So we have created this thing. They understand that we are not someone who just is talking. We are doing. We are the doers, right? So we are actually creating it. So they can see it physically. They will not question it because they believe whatever you're doing maybe will be something good.
True.
So that's the whole point. So making movie for me is somehow a reflection of what I want to create as an artist.
Exactly.
And I would love to do that all my life. And for me, I feel
and
like
I think it's
I have
similar
a
with
perfect
creating brands,
piece.
because you are an artist. It's at the end goal is you like creating
In a
something.
way, in a way, you are the one who drives the wand and say that close where the music goes.
True. अनि सो मुभीकै कुरा गर्दाखेरि हिजो हामीले ठ्याक्क मैले हिजो हेरेँ, तिमीले अस्ति हेऱ्यौ
यार कबीर सिंह
कस्तो लाग्यो यार?
So see, I'll be very honest. Disclaimer say bhandihalauँ हैन. Let's not take it that two males are talking in a male chauvinistic way. No, I don't want my viewers to think that we are not male chauvinist. I'm a gentleman and I generally respect women. And I know there are some certain things which might, question like a lot of people, that what kind of thing that we want to promote, or what kind of mindset of men that we want to promote. There's a lot of questions but you have to understand that what Kabir Singh is a reflection of our society. Now, instead of blaming what kind of movie we made, maybe we should blame that, there are a lot of people like this who can't control their anger, who can't communicate properly. That was the problem Kabir Singh had, who is not able to portray those ideas properly with his girlfriend or with his parents or everybody, and the kind of series of events that he goes through. But he's still a good man. He stands for what is right.
मलाई चाहिँ कस्तो लाग्यो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ बिकज उसको जुन त्यो एउटा के देखाइएको छ भन्दाखेरि जुन फर्स्ट हाफमा छ नि, जुन उसको कलेज सिनहरूमा चाहिँ he did what made sense के, what was logical.
That was the word for him.
Exactly हैन. अनि he was always on his own आफ्नो स्टाइलमा हैन. अनि डेफिनेटली त्यो त्यस्तरी जे पनि उसले इभेन्टहरू गर्यो, जसलाई पनि कुट्यो, जसलाई पनि पिट्यो, जे पनि काण्डहरू गर्यो होइन, त्यसमा चाहिँ एउटा के एक्सन थियो र त्यहाँ केही ट्रिगरिङ गरिएको थियो, ऊ ट्रिगर भएर उसले त्यो गर्यो, पर्फर्म गर्यो नि त होइन. अनि वेन ही केम आउट अफ द सोसाइटी उसलाई त्यो कतिपय कम्प्रोमाइजहरू चाहिँ त मन परेन कि. जस्तै फर इक्जाम्पल एउटा मैले थिएँ हिजो हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ ही डिन्ट लाइक द फ्याक्ट कि बाउले ऊ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ होइन, जो के अरे कबीर सिंहलाई हिरोनीको बाउले भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हि वाज लाइक तैँले किन केही भनेनस् होइन, किन स्ट्यान्ड लिएनस्. अनि किन भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ for him त्यो dogma does not matter for him. So it was pretty straightforward.
In a way movie like male chauvinist भन्न मिल्छ होला हैन, तर also you can also see that the man itself is telling the woman to stand up against her the family.
Talk like a woman.
Talk like a woman. So I believe that it is kind of a kind of like somehow a reflection. Why I say that is because people love it, to be very honest, no matter what people say, because the kind of money it made, 3 days 70 crores and up is a good amount of people going to the cinema, spending 200-300 of their hard-earned money, sitting down and having an experience. They had a lovely experience because for them it was an adrenaline rush. For them, the kind of feelings that they need to get, or the kind of reflection or whatever they need to get, they got.
Context I think we could even relate to it because we are on our लेट 30s नि त होइन. अनि त्यो कन्टेक्स्टमा चाहिँ हामीलाई पनि कतिपय बेला चाहिँ त्यो सोसाइटीको कुराहरूमा हामीलाई विरोध गर्न पर्ने हुन्छ.
एकदमै के. सो दे आर टकिङ अबाउट लट अफ ट्याबु थिङ्स दे आर टकिङ अबाउट सेक्स बिफोर म्यारेज, दे आर टकिङ अबाउट म्यारेज, इन्टरकास्ट म्यारेज, दे आर टकिङ अबाउट हाउ like they are talking about dark side of MBBS maybe, like they are maybe they are talking about how families or society is able to change people's life. And at the end,
and make them,
and at the end they are to be blamed.
Exactly. And compromise गराइदिन लगाइदिन्छ.
Yes. So basically, if I am good enough, if I am the best in that industry, and if I am the best, and because I am not able to get whatever I want.
Exactly. And मलाई एउटा डायलग याद छ कि I am a surgeon, म भन I get paid 2 lakh भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ हाउ एउटा यङ मान्छे आफूलाई फिल हो के, एउटा सेल्फ मेड म्यान होइन, going out final to the society and claiming ki
what is
I'm not going to compromise ke हैन,
what is right is right,
what
and
is right
I'm going to
right.
stand for it.
अनि बेसिक कुराहरु जुन चाहिँ एउटा फाइनान्स पर्सपेक्टिभबाट चाहिँ I have already done it हैन, I have made something for myself, and I don't need to compromise with you के
See, that's the beauty of this movie. So this movie was made in South first. Arjun Reddy, that's the movie. Okay, so it's a dubbed, it's a remake version of it, and in that Arjun Reddy was a super hit.
You South Indian movies read up गरेर
So one of the thing is that the industry I work, right, Malayalam industry, I'll tell you, it is very similar, the kind of size or the kind of market it has, it is very similar to Nepalese market, okay? I know, and the kind of even stories that they tell, okay? But they tell in a very enriching and beautiful way. It's not, they make almost 142 movies or something like that in a year, right? Most of them, yeah, they're still the average movies, but there are good movies which you can claim to put in a global stage, okay?
And so you think Bollywood is the right way to make it global?
For me, the way I see is that I need to learn I need to learn in a place where good stories are made. And Malayalam industry is a place where good stories are made. And if I learn that skill and I can bring it back here and make a better story, why not? I feel Nepal industry, movie industry is now this
better movies.
Yeah, it deserves better movies for sure. It deserves better writers. It deserves better directors. It deserves better cinematographer. It deserves better proposition for everybody who is working for it, from the lightman to the guy who is acting, right? So I believe we need to transform that, because we are the one who is taking that lamp and saying that we're gonna create content.
Exactly.
Right? So there's a huge responsibility in front of us.
So I think that's one reason हामीलाई कबीर सिंह चाहिँ खत्रै
No, I think it's an entertaining movie. Like I'll watch it. So I would not say like wow, I'll give 9 out of 10. I'll give like 6. It's a good movie for me.
7.5.
Yeah, so I'll give 6 in terms of it was Paisa Vasool, to be very honest. Entertaining Paisa Vasool movie with all the twist and everything. You know, like emotionally it was quite engaging enough. So I enjoyed it.
त्यही त यो अनि ठ्याक्क back to back मैले हेरेँ पनि त हैन we are talking about movies, so
I think it's because also we have to be honest, right? Right now we just got into the jail because they did a movie review. For me it is like, you know, a really, it's funny, it's very funny, and I believe that whatever happened, right, somehow needed to happen.
A lot of things.
Yeah, it will change a lot of things.
It already has.
It already has, and I genuinely, like, you know, what I would say as a youth, right? Don't lose hope.
Don't
lose hope. What has happened needed to happen. Now what we're gonna do about it is up to us. So yes.
So bro, मैले यो चाहिँ हैन I have learned this from this guy called Tim Ferriss के हैन.
Okay.
Lately मैले चाहिँ lately यो podcast गर्ने भइसकेपछि चाहिँ मैले के गरे भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ मैले आफूलाई डुबाइदिएँ ब्रो पडकास्टमा लिटरली के बिकज इफ आई एम डुइङ समथिङ आई सुड नो हाउ इट्स बिङ डन नि त होइन अनि त्यो कन्टेक्समा चाहिँ मैले अहिले कस्तो मान लाग्दैछ थाहा छ ब्रो गुगल पडकास्ट भन्ने छ नि इफ यु गाइज आर वाचिङ दिस होइन गुगल पडकास्टमा गएर यु क्यान डाउनलोड द एप अनि तिमीलाई आफूलाई मनपर्ने पडकास्टहरू गरेर जेमा पनि पडकास्ट छ कि डिजिटल मार्केटिङ सोसियल मिडिया मार्केटिङ डिड यु नो होइन लाइफ साइकोलोजी होइन every
topic whatever you want to explore.
अनि गुगल ट्रेनको ब्रो होइन गुगल ब्लग चाहिँ यस्तो छ होइन गुगल पडकास्ट यस्तो छ अरे के.
So you can actually find a friend who is talking to you.
अनि त्यो कन्टेक्समा चाहिँ अनि एकदमै बवाल पडकास्ट हेरेर आएको
छु. Genuinely I believe होइन पडकास्टको बारेमा भन्दाखेरि it is a new radio, okay?
It is, I tell you.
A new version of radio, okay? Evolved version of radio.
There are millions of videos, होइन. There are millions and millions of blog posts, but then there are only couple of thousands, good number of thousands podcasts. Okay?
That's an interesting number for people like who can use this opportunity.
I'm sorry, I don't remember an exact number. It's really impressive. Okay? I think every business, every company should start doing podcasts. Because it's a new form of unita. So anyway, so I follow this guy Tim Ferriss one, okay? And he asks his guest if you were given a billboard, I know, with let's say millions of people watching it every day, what would you write? And you would write it because this question might be very personal, because something that you want million of people to look at every day, it's something that has to be really special for you, that has to be really something that has touched you somehow. So त्यो कन्टेक्स्टमा चाहिँ I like to know that one thing, and I like to have it written somewhere कुनै एउटामा के
Wow. You
So I'm
wanna
passing
you wanna
the-
know you wanna you wanna know the secret, right?
I wanna
What's
know
the
the
purpose
secret.
of life?
And you wish this is the billboard and people are watching it every day. Millions of people are watching every day. You
Okay,
can make
so
an impact.
I have
You
to
can make an
I have
impact.
to imagine that there is millions of people who is going to see whatever I'm going to write.
Right, every day.
Every day.
And you're gonna make an impact.
Amazing. Amazing.
So what के हो त्यो?
So to be honest, how when you said that, what is one thing that you want the million people to know? There's so for me, I'm a filmmaker, and I see stories, okay, how people get inspired and how people find an expression to tell what they want to tell, okay, through movies, and there's this movie called The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I don't know if you watched it.
I haven't.
You should definitely go and watch it. It's an amazing movie of a normal guy doing amazing things. Yeah,
Right?
And it has a motto. He works in a time. He works in a magazine company, and the magazine company has a motto that they live in, and that motto is so beautiful that I genuinely got inspired by it, and I feel that if somebody somewhere else, whenever, right, in whatever situation they are there, that information is, I think, a good perspective to have.
True.
So I guess so it's a
Kyoto.
quote. It's a quote from the movie. It's like it's like, you know how so I'll just tell you, right? It's like to see the world, things dangerous to come, to see behind walls, draw closer, to find each other, and to feel. That is the purpose of life.
Perfect. So I would want you to write कुनै एउटा बोर्डमा हैन, so that we know कि this is something. अनि म यो रुम कस्तो हुन्छ ब्रो थाहा छ? म त यहाँ बेला बेला म कहिले काहीँ अब
यो त मन्दिरै बनाए भयो यार.
कति बेला आइन्छ नि त, अनि I see these things के हेर न, are you happy? हैन?
So before we write, so once we get off, we can't come back to the mic, no?
No, we will.
We will come back and we'll talk some. Okay, so this is just part of this.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I need to do this as well, man.
Okay. The Doers.
It was not me, okay? It was this character.
Walter Mitty. सही हो. So यो चाहिँ अब तिमीले भनिदिइहाल्यो होइन, यो रुम त मेरो लागि मन्दिरै हो, अनि यो रुम त मेरो लागि मन्दिरै हो.
अति नै यार.
अनि I'm gonna,
even I feel very.
You wanna read अरूले लेखेको?
No, I did read when we were setting up, होइन. Yeah, I really liked this. Eat, sleep, build an empire, repeat.
Nice.
That's like amazing one. This is a good manifestation.
Exactly. It's so nice to proximity again. It's so nice to.
And then it gives you a certain level of. So this quote especially, right, gives me a certain level of how to say, a certain level of, you know, a kind of alignment of whenever I feel like I'm going on a wrong direction. Okay? I'm going on a wrong direction. Okay?
Okay.
So whenever I feel low or like of course everybody does that, but watching that kind of movie or seeing that kind of quote, just like
It'll
it'll just
inspire
switch your
you.
mind. It'll switch your it'll just
Re-energize
switch your expression and like, hey, come on, that's not the purpose of life.
Exactly.
These are the purpose.
These are the things that can actually rejuvenate a lot of things inside you. होइन अनि यो त मन्दिरै भयो तिमीले भनिसक्यो होइन अनि a lot of times यहाँ छुट्टै आउँदा पनि आई रिड के अनि इट गिभ्स सच अ नाइस चोइस. सो रबिन, आई थिङ्क तिमीसँग बसेर हामीले मैले यति धेरै कुराहरू गरेको छु होइन कि आई थिङ्क दिस इज जस्ट आवर फर्स्ट पोडकास्ट के.
And I'm really happy. See, I really enjoyed what you and
obviously and there are a few other people on the back.
So all you guys are doing, like, big shout out to you guys. Okay?
Thank you.
I know
so much,
it is.
I tell you, it takes so much an effort, so much an energy.
And you do it for no money. Okay? It is a fact. I know there's no money that you're making right now from this, and it's a fact that everybody needs to know what you can do. Like, it's a noble act. I've been telling that for a long time.
Things that you do, like things
just for others.
Exactly. Things you don't do it for the money, are actually the things that makes you most in a long run. If you keep
and it also gives you the most satisfaction.
Exactly. So true. Because the money is not the primary now.
Yeah, it's just a medium.
Exactly. So तिमीसँग चाहिँ कति धेरै पडकास्टहरू गर्न चाहनु. आई नो वी क्यान टक
about all the stuff.
एउटा मलाई गर्न मन लागेको छ, वी विल डु भेरी सुन. त्यसमा चाहिँ वी विल टक अबाउट सम ऱ्यान्डम आइडियाज एन्ड विल ट्राई टु break it down in the strategic form of branding context or marketing context. Because I really want people to understand it's basic. Nepal it's basic and you can get started, and you don't not everybody wants to be a billionaire. Not everybody wants to be a billionaire. And with whatever going hot right now around the world, around Nepal, you can actually start something and actually be a doer.
I know. So one thing I will say, is that people, whoever is going to listen to this, if you are not paying attention to what Anup Ghimire is saying right now for social media, you are losing. I know, it is true, because whatever you're talking and whatever things you're trying to say, whatever things you want to promote, or the kind of industry that you're trying to build in Nepal, which is not even existing right now properly, right, is an amazing thing. I know. And I genuinely feel that as anybody who needs an advice for social media or whatever, right, like, because for me, being someone who is consulting for a lot of companies, for you being someone who is running so many companies, right, we understand the value of what we are doing, and we understand how much effect is going to happen in the future. So it's the same thing. People, if they want to learn, right, nobody's stopping them to reach you and me.
Exactly.
They can come anytime and say that, please dai, malai please sikai na.
Like
you would have just tell it ni, haina?
Like you have been going, like you and I have been going up. Lately, bro, I go out so often and ask help with people who are doing so good than me.
Yeah.
I wear a cloth of humbleness, which is an amazing thing to like empower yourself with. And then I go out, and I can't tell you the kind of energy that I get with people, and it's amazing.
I know, Nepal mein basera you could feel this way, kasto lagiरहेछ त यार.
हसल छ होइन ब्रो, होइन, तर चाहिँ मलाई कस्तो लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि देयर इज नथिङ एल्स बेटर टु डु के मेरो लागि चाहिँ के गर्ने त अरू होइन.
So tell me one thing, यो कुरा चाहिँ अब maybe lot of viewers must be surprised, होइन, does Anup Ghimire struggle?
There are days that I have not slept, there are days when I'm cried, there are days when nothing that you do makes sense, there are days when you go through identity crisis even after doing so many things, you go through identity crisis, there are days when you want to like run away, but then again there are days when you are so excited about a lot of things. And I think मलाई कस्तो लाग्छ भन्दाखेरि this is a very practical world, and you have to be very practical about a lot of things. अनि मैले चाहिँ कस्तो गरिरहेको छु भन्दाखेरि there are a lot of hacks that you can use in your life. Reverse engineering is one that I've used in me, sounding board is something that I practice.
Law of attraction
is there, manifesting what you want,
different tricks,
actually going and doing something, executing something, अनि त्यो कुराहरू एक्सर्साइज गरिएको छ. अनि अर्को त्यो कुरा चाहिँ म के गर्छु भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ बिकज इट्स गन बी अ लङ टफ जर्नी, इट्स गन बी अ लङ जर्नी नि त. आई मेक स्योर every week I see in a very weak form, every week there are a couple of things that I have placed on my plate that excites me, and that is something that I actually make something out of it. So for example, this podcast इज एक्साइटिङ फर मी इभन के अरे सन्डे वेडनेसडे चाहिँ ल के अरे रबिनसँग पडकास्ट इट्स भेरी एक्साइटिङ कि यो हप्तामा अरू केही भएन भने एटलिस्ट एउटा कुरा दामी भइरहेको छ हुन्छ होइन त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ the energy, the struggle would make sense.
And also what we are doing right now, right? Like whatever you said.
It's therapy for me.
Thank you, okay? Thank you for doing and thank you for being who you are, okay?
Thank you so much.
You really inspire me to move ahead.
Yeah? You really inspire me.
Yeah, so what we have to do is that we have to build this kind of culture in Nepal ma, that we get inspired with each other. एक अर्काको खुट्टा तान्ने हैन कि माथि पुर्याउने.
Not being jealous के.
एकदमै
actually getting inspired किन भन्दा फेरि चाहिँ इफ यदि मेरो वरिपरिको साथ जस्तै भनौँ यदि मेरो वरिपरि साथीले केही खतरा अचिभ गरेर आएको छ भने मैले हल्का जेलेसीबाट इन्सपिरेसनतिर जाने बित्तिकै आई क्यान मेक सो मच आउट अफ हिम के इन अ भेरी गुड वे के यु क्यान मेक सो मच आउट अफ योर सेल्फ के होइन अनि त्यो कन्टेक्समा चाहिँ त्यही नै हो होइन आई थिङ्क यु सुड बी अमेज बाई थिङ्स ह्यापनिङ अराउन्ड यु सुड बी त्यो हुनुपर्छ अनि आई थिङ्क द्याट्स द होल आइडिया अफ द डुवर्स.
Yes, and I think what you're trying to do, you have already initiated, right? Just go with it. I am pretty sure.
Now it's all about keeping the train moving.
Yeah, it's all about.
Big challenge.
So there's a quote, right, said by Albert Einstein, is that if you are riding a bicycle, to keep balance, right?
Just keep moving.
Yeah, you just have to keep moving.
Nice. So Robin, once again, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We're gonna have a lot of podcasts together.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me here.
It's pleasure is all mine, and for all the viewers, who are watching it on YouTube, who are listening to this on Anchor, Google Podcast, I hope आजको episode बाट केही न केही पनि आइडिया भयो कि see the people actually doing it. 10 वर्षमा you can actually build an empire.
त्यही त हैन सिरियसली के तपाईँ यहाँसम्म सुनिराख्नु भएको छ अरे यो पोइन्टमा 1 घन्टा पुगिसक्यो नि त हैन यहाँसम्म उसले सुनिरहेको छ अरे हैन योसम्म सुनिरहेको छ नि उसले सुन्यो हामी एउटा सिक्रेट भन्छौँ के you can build any empire के you have the power के
you have the power 10 वर्षमा you can build an empire 3 वर्षमा you can build a brand and after knowing this it should not even take you 10 years or 3 years के you can crack it in 2 or 3 years
and if you are a skilled person you can do it like a piece of cake.
Exactly. अब त्योमा चाहिँ there's a lot of discussion that can go around piece of cake मा अनि अर्को कुरा चाहिँ कस्तो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ अहिलेको सेन्स चाहिँ इट्स अल अबाउट कोलाबोरेटिङ जस्तै फर इक्जाम्पल Robin and I have a lot of plans for a future collaboration. This is kind of a collaboration.
Yeah, we have to make a movie in Nepal, bro.
True, man.
We have to revolutionize the movie industry. Ekdam.
Yes. So, मैले to conclude गर्न खोजेको कुरा चाहिँ आज एकदमै दामी एउटा टपिक के डिस्कस भयो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ you don't have to be a leader with a title, okay?
Yes.
Even without a title, you could be an amazing leader. And because you are a leader,
and you can be an amazing human being.
Without a title, you are the right guy to be a leader, okay? If you actually want to be a leader, and I think wherever you are working, be a doer. Okay, bring some change, कुनै एउटा कम्पनीमा चाहिँ एज अ पाले पनि छिरिराख्नु भएको छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ bring a change त्यहाँबाट के
or as a son, as a father, as a mother, as a sister, as a guy who is driving his own bike on the road.
Exactly.
Everything
that will change.
That is level of consciousness we need to have in this country right now.
Exactly हैन अनि त्यो भइसकेपछि चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ we can have more people who are doing something के and that's the way more entrepreneurs would be created के हैन
and that's the way we will live happily forever after.
Exactly. So on that note I hope तपाईलाई यो एपिसोड मजा आयो होला. Thank you again, Robin Sharma. We will catch you again on our next episode.
Thank you guys. Thank you for listening till here. I genuinely grateful. I'm really grateful for whatever you heard till now. I am genuinely grateful and please subscribe to Doers. I genuinely feel whatever content that is going to come after this is also going to be awesome, not only this one. So please subscribe to Doers. I am going to do right now because I haven't done it.
You haven't?
Shit, man. So I'm going to do it right now, okay? People need to see. That should be our ending. It is a little bit of PR. But there's no point of doing... you talk about branding and all. You don't even do that shit, right? So what is your... How do you find it? I'm going on YouTube and then I go... THE?
DOERS.
ERS, right? DOERS. Okay. I searched for Doers. Okay. My phone was in airplane mode, man. Giving respect to people.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, so yeah. It is getting connected.
Subscribed.
And just give me a second.
By the way, guys, यो whole mic, यो तार चाहिँ हैन, it's from Guitar Shop. जुन एउटा सानो अर्को पडकास्ट वाला माइक थियो, उबर माइक त्यो पनि गिटार शपबाट हो. दे हेभ बिन हेल्पिङ सो मच विथ अ लट अफ थिङ्स मेड यो सबै कुराहरू चाहिँ एकदमै इजी भयो मलाई चाहिँ होइन अनुप थ्याङ्क यू सो मच अनुप होइन सुट आउट टु अनुप तिमी नभएको भए चाहिँ अलिकति गाह्रै हुन्थ्यो मलाई चाहिँ यो ठ्याक्ठ्याक एकदमै लास्ट मोमेन्टमा सेटअप गर्नुको लागि
So okay, I found this is the channel.
Yes,
the Doers.
Yes,
yeah,
subscribed.
So Doers
bro.
अहिले छ 211. So I am going to be your 212 subscribe person.
Perfect.
Congratulations, man. I hope it reaches 1 million soon.
Thank you so much, man. तिम्रो मुखमा दही र चिनी.
Thank you, man.
So see you guys on our next episode. Till then, you guys take care. Bye bye.
Be a doer.
Be a doer.